What's going on, guys? It's JCWgamer here. I've got a 10k subscriber special video coming up very soon, and this teaser literally just came up this morning, and it's like in the evening, so it's like I've literally just started recording. I don't know what's taking me this long. I did wake up late because I was actually watching a St. Jude's charity live stream, and it like lasted till like 4 AM because it wasn't recorded in the UK, it was recorded in LA in the US. So yeah, so I stayed up, and it was basically just like these YouTubers, Markiplier, Dorko, all these, and Matt Pat, all these FNAF YouTubers joining together to find all the Easter eggs with the community in the new Five Nights at Freddy's game. I watched it all because I wanted to support it. There was a lot of donations. They reached just over 1.2 million. Actually, I think I woke up this morning and I saw on Twitter that it got another 100,000 for finding the last secret in this Five Nights at Freddy's game. The developer Scott Coffin donated nearly 500,000 because I think they found nearly like everything in that game. It's available to play. I will link it in the description below. It's free, but it's mainly just for that charity live stream. It raised so much for St. Jude's, and it's going to help them a lot for the kids with cancer. So absolutely amazing. I'm glad I stayed up all night just to watch that stream. It was got emotional, and it was very entertaining as well because they made it very entertaining, and the YouTubers there was also incredible. So anyway, on to this topic, Outlast. This is basically Outlast 3. I think they do have ideas. They have got Outlast 3 ideas. Yeah, I think that's what I was meant to say, because they are going to make an Outlast 3, that's what I mean. Because this isn't titled Outlast 3. This is called the Outlast Trials. It is Outlast 3, but I feel like they are going to make a game called Outlast 3, so I don't want to call it that. I'm going to just stick with the Outlast Trials. What I'm going to do first, guys, is I'm going to show you the poster. This is what you're here for. So, we've got 3 guys here. Looks like 2 of them are like trying to defend the guy in the middle while he gets up. I mean, the guy at the top there with his arm must be hench, because if you're going to pull that guy up just with no leverage, you are mad. But like, yeah, so the other 2 on the left and right, the guy on the right especially looks like he's ready for a fight. It looks like with his left hand, his left fist, he's like about to like uppercut someone as he's clenching it. He looks very angry and looks very scared as well as the guy on the left. I don't really know what they're backing away for, but I've literally, as I was looking at this poster, I did a bit of research and I've just figured out something. This is like incredible. This is a fact, by the way. This is the bit I haven't figured out, but I looked at the tweet that Red Barrels tweeted out with this poster. They said this, by the way. So, welcome to the Outlast Trials. Set in the era of the Cold War, the Outlast Trials will allow players to face the horrors that await by themselves or with other test subjects. Right, I've just read that, yeah, and it's just made me very curious, as it says, or with other test subjects. Now, the fact that it says or means it could be a multiplayer game, because it's saying or. Like, surely it would say you would have to do it with other test subjects. So it looks like it's a choice. I actually think this game might be multiplayer. That's actually really exciting me. An online Outlast game. Oh, that's going to be terrifying. That's going to be terrifying. That's so sick. Okay, so it's set in the Cold War. So that was 2 years after World War II, so 1947 to 1991. Now, there was obviously a lot of reasons for the start of the Cold War. I did history. I wasn't very good at it, but I know that the Americans were scared of like the communist attack. Truman wasn't a fan of Stalin, and the USSR had a huge fear of the Americans' atomic bomb. Now, Britain got involved. They didn't have much involvement, but they were like, you know what? We have no idea what's going on. You know what? We'll just join in. Why not? We'll join with everyone else. We're just at the, we're just in the back row here. We're just like sitting down, just having our cups of teas, and yeah, why not get involved in the Cold War? Why not? So what they did is they actually used nuclear bombs to help out America. So they were like, yeah, you know what? We'll join in. So Britain, I don't think is going to have anything to do with this game, but I do believe this game is going to be set in either the 50s or the 60s. Now, the reason I say this is because of what I've figured out, right? So there was a massive speculation that Outlast 1 was something to do with the MK Ultra thing. I had no idea what that was, but I did a little research of it just a minute ago. What MK Ultra is very interesting, and it links very well to this description of the game we've got here and this poster, okay? So, as Red Barrel says, it's something to do with test subjects, right? So, if I head over to this history page here, it says this. The Cold War and Project MK Ultra. In the 1950s and 1960s, the height of the Cold War, the United States government feared that Soviet, Chinese, and North Korean agents were using mind control to brainwash US prisoners of war in Korea. In response, okay, I don't think that bit matters actually. Okay, it does actually, because this could be giving us a major description of the game, because I do believe this is set in MK Ultra, even though Red Barrels didn't actually confirm that, but it makes so much sense as there was so much speculation of MK Ultra in the first game, and now we've just been told this new game is set in the Cold War, and in this poster we can see test subjects. That links very well to the previous teaser we got, by the way. If you look at it here, this guy on his arm has got like a dog tag, and this new and it's got like a number on it. And in this new poster here, you can kind of see like a recreation, like I said, of two people trying to like grab each other's hand for freedom. Even though the motto says where freedom ends, I don't know if is that a spoiler. Will we get free in the end? I don't know. Maybe we just need to do a bit of research in the Cold War and we'll find out if these test subjects survive. Unlike the first and second Outlast, the protagonist just never survives. So hopefully the protagonist in this game just will survive. So as you can see, if you look closely in the character in the middle here, you can actually see he's got a dog tag on as well. I think the other guys do as well. Yes, the other guys do as well. The guy with at the top doesn't. No. It looks very interesting though because there's a light shining down as well, and he's also got like a test subject name on his shirt. So I believe this is actually going to be the people in Outlast before they were crazy. It's kind of scary because we might be playing as like a patient, I guess. But you know, is in Outlast 1. Thinking about it, because they are test subjects, kind of relates me. It makes me think back to Outlast Whistleblower because you're actually playing as a subject yourself. You become a subject. You were working for the corporation, but then you turned into a subject yourself. I forgot how that happened. You got their shirts tucked in though, very nice and smart. So I could carry on with this little description here actually, but I'll leave that in the description below for you guys to read. But all you need to know is that the USSR were using mind control to brainwash the US prisoners of war in Korea. So we won't see any UK characters, obviously, involved as much as the US, but then again there's no really British characters in Outlast 1 or 2, but it's be interesting to see an Outlast game set in the 50s/60s. I can't wait. They do always have that little old-fashioned vibe in the first and second game as well, in the first game. So mind control, that's what so if I go over to this, hold on a minute, let me just go over to this other page here by Shrek, aka French Touch. So he wrote this in, Jesus Christ, he's got a lot to say. I'm obviously not going to read all of that out. Here we are. It was made in 2016, before we even knew about this game. So what a coincidence. So let me just read the top bit. Without a single doubt, the scariest game of 2013, Outlast, an example of a psychological scarring and unforgettable horror to this period, and maybe the future generation of gaming. If it's the future generation of gaming, geez, because the developers did say they wanted to be more like a realistic experience than like a game. So that's interesting. If that's a feature of gaming, I wouldn't mind. Outlast is I'm a massive fan of it. But anyway, let's just carry on. But have you looked closer at the events, the background of how massive asylums, grinding, and exploitation by Murkoff Corporation? When you're a simple journalist, I just realised I don't need to read. So, Project MK Ultra was the code name to a series of completely illegal operations conducted by the Central Intelligence Agency itself, and more precisely the OSI, in brackets, Office of Scientific Intelligence, which started during the early 1950s. In brackets, it is not exactly known when. The project was coordinated by the CIA and the Chemical Corps of the US Army, which consisted of testing experimental drugs on living human subjects to develop a way forcefully getting intel via mind control. LSD-25 was used to turn the subjects into a state of euphoria. That's really creepy because that's like We Happy Few a little bit, you know, where you just have to make him like really joyful. It's creepy. But most of the time it would turn out as bad trips, or in better words, a descent to hell, ranging from traumas leading in PTSDs to, I can't say that, psychosis. So that's really creepy. I didn't even know. You think you don't have the technology back in the 60s to do that just from a drug? It's crazy. It'd be very interesting to see how it works out in the game. I'm not going to read any more of that, but I will link that in the description below. But it's crazy how that was in 2016. Was that when Outlast 2 was made? Let me just have a look. Okay, no, Outlast 2 was released in 2017, 25th of April, by the way. So could this game be an origin story for Outlast 1? Very, very interesting. I don't think Outlast 2 has much coverage, you know, in this game. It has nothing to do... I believe Outlast 2 did have some link with Outlast 1, but I'm not quite sure what. So this game could be before everyone went crazy. Something interesting, though, is in the background, you see that logo, you know, behind the light, and there's an M in it. So I don't know if it means Murkoff. It probably doesn't, because that was a corporation obviously made in 2013 in the game, sorry, that's fictional. But MK Ultra, it could stand for that possibly. There's no K in that logo though. I think that is meant to be an M. I don't quite know what that logo is. It looks important, it's behind the light, it's huge. Perhaps that'd be the logo for Outlast. Obviously, you've got a logo for every game. I can picture that being Red Barrel's profile picture for Twitter, to be fair. So, we are going to have more interaction with other people in this game, because obviously we're going to be a test subject ourselves, which I absolutely love. So, maybe the game could start in the normal world and us getting knocked out by the USSR, getting dragged into wherever this is as a US protagonist. It's going to be crazy. So hopefully there's going to be a lot of interesting dialogue, a lot of story, a lot of lore that will link maybe potentially throughout the game. And wait, hold on a minute. Outlast 1 and 2, you have a camera. You're not going to have a camera in this game. That's going to be interesting, because a lot of the time it's going to be dark, and especially in this location, in this poster, it is dark. So I don't know how we're going to see. I'm so excited. Obviously we've got a light shining down, but I don't think we're going to get much light. I think there's been a lot of complaining about, obviously there's not most of the game in Outlast 1 and 2, there's been so much darkness. Obviously you've got a night vision camera, but hopefully this game will be a bit more brighter. Like I said, I hope the intro is like us in the normal world. It's all bright and all very interesting. It gets really horror-y as we wake up. Potentially not quite mind controlled yet. We wake up in this location and we've got to work together to actually like break out of wherever we are. Like I said, I'm not amazing at history, so I don't know where MK Ultra kept the test subjects. Obviously we can see it's like underground, but if this is an online game, I can't wait. I can't wait to do a series with some other players. And I also think like it's not going to be 2 players. It looks like it'd be at least 4 players. As you can see, there's like 4 characters in this teaser, including the guy with the arm at the top. So I reckon it could be 4 players, a 4 online co-op game. I'm really thinking that. I really am. So if documents are going to be in the game where you pick up and find lore, I don't know. It just wouldn't make sense, you know. Where you might actually find random documents from MK Ultra. It might make sense, but then it would be all in foreign. You know, we won't be able to understand it, so I don't know. It's going to be so different. I think Red Barrels did say this game is going to be a lot different to the other ones, I believe. So it just excites me how this looks, and I'm really excited to see how it plays out. One last thing, guys, is that you may think, oh my god, I've been listening to this, you know, rattling on about this game the whole time, but I won't be able to play it because it looks like it's in VR. No, they've confirmed it, as you can see by this comment here. Red Barrels did confirm that it's not going to be in VR. I don't know what it is. I've missed out a key point here. I did want to leave it to the end so I can tell you guys something. I don't understand why they've got this on their face. It's like goggles, isn't it? It's not like a virtual reality thing. I don't know why they've got this. I think it's so they can see like throughout the pollution in that environment they're in. One guy here did comment here. Let me just get the comment up. Look at our new game poster with players wearing what appears to be VR headsets. No! The game is not in VR! And I replied with VR headsets, and not headsets. It's during the Cold War, laughing emoji. A bit annoyed I didn't do a space after war emoji there. I had to do that because he was criticising the developers, yeah, because he like put that emoji there, putting the hand over the face like the developers are stupid or something. Well, obviously he's the stupid one, because it's during the like 1950s/60s, bro. No, they're wearing VR headsets. No, they're not wearing VR. I'm gonna check this guy's Twitter. Is he like 1 year old? He watches anime, cool. Alright, fair enough. That's how they stay hidden. Keep everyone separated so the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. Oh, the brain never comes out in the open. Okay, boomer. Okay, he has no knowledge of anything. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, there we go. So it's not VR, guys, but if it is, I feel like they will make a VR version of this game, but if it will be like online VR Outlast, it's just crazy. I don't know when this game is going to be released, so that's going to be a major point, isn't it? So I don't know when the game is going to be out. I reckon maybe, I don't want to say late 2020, because you know that is when the PS5 is going to come out, new consoles, Xbox Scarlet. So I don't know. It's going to be. I want to play it as soon as it comes. I reckon they will release it before PS5. It'd be cool if it would be one of the first release games for the new consoles. It'd be incredible. So it's not VR, guys. It's been confirmed. It's just obviously something they wore by MK Ultra as they put that on their faces where they were knocked out, I guess, or probably struggling to get out. So yeah, I don't quite know what it is, like I say, guys, but it looks fascinating. If you guys could let me know in the comment section below if you have any knowledge of those goggles on the characters' faces there, I'd be very interested. So thank you all for watching, guys. One last thing, I don't think I just want to say that the characters in the teaser, I don't think obviously they're going to be the characters in the game, because if these are going to be the 4 players, I guess there'll be 4 people with us the whole time, and then maybe if you want to play with your friends can play as one of the other characters. yeah, if they're going to be the characters in the game, it'd be fascinating. Obviously, it's live action, but they'll probably make it in game. I don't know. Maybe it'll be completely different. Maybe we have more test subjects. Maybe I feel like we're going to have loads of test subjects, but they'll get killed around us because they'll be trying to escape, and then there'll be just us four left. I just feel like that's happening, like a classic movie move. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys learned a bit of history here and stuff. I sure did while researching stuff for this video. So, like I said, 10K special is going to be coming out very, very soon. It will be my next video. Maybe the one after, I'm not sure, because I'm working on one currently as well. I've got quite a lot of videos to upload for you guys, so I haven't uploaded in so long. I just need to burst out loads of videos. So yeah. Also, FNAF AR is available now, but it's not compatible with my device. So thank you all for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know of your thoughts of this game in the comment section below. I will leave everything in the description as well, what I said before, to those pages of knowledge you need to know and stuff for the game. So yeah, I just love that. So the game teases stuff for you, but you can actually find out more of the story already from history. So it's going to be good. Just like Call of Duty World War II, you know? So that's it, guys. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you on the next video. Peace.